My live hi. Hey. Just keep forgetting to take my freaking shit. Just gonna put some deodorant on. Give you guys a second to tune in. All right. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Let me open this window so we can get some light. All right. It's tricky. Tricky. I just took a shower. While I watched a spider stare at me. Yep, that's a thing. I watched him stare at me. Hey. I'm not used to sitting with jeans on. I forgot to put deodorant on too. I just tried on jeans that I haven't worn in a couple years. And they fit me. And it's like, wow. Okay. I'm cool with that. Come on. My hair don't even fit in a towel. I'm gonna hang that up in a minute. Oh my goodness. Put some freaking deodorant on since I'm over here. Oh. What Wriggle sticks did I just do with the cat? All right. Oh my gosh. I'm not used to sitting with jeans on anymore. What is happening with my life? I got so comfortable with pajama pants and yoga pants. Seriously. I got a big knot. This is like the best wet brush I've ever used. I don't typically even use brushes. I got this one for Christmas. And I was very happy. I didn't really put conditioner in my hair. I did a clarifier, so I knew this was going to happen. It's so funny. I still haven't been able to get the blue out of my hair. It's only the second time since I used the clarifier that I haven't really tried. But so many compliments. I'm like, wow, you guys are like really sweet. But like with my hair up, it's like the lightest blue. It looks like, I thought it wasn't going to be that noticeable. Because it's so faint. And they're like, wow. You know how many people, what brand is that? Like, what kind of toner? Like, I'm just like, I didn't do it on purpose. Like, I didn't, because a lot of people like They have purples or blues in their hair. And it's just my pigmentation from the toner. So I've been finding it funny. Let's see, is it getting any better? This is only the second time I've washed it since then. A little better. A little better. It will just like, it will fade. I hate brushing out my hair. It takes out my curls. But I didn't use conditioner. So it was bound to happen. All right, let me hang this and then we can yap for a minute. Okay. Can't really say I hung it, but and hola. Oh. It's February. I should literally just put on March. That's a pretty, isn't that pretty? The red. Stimulates love and passion, opens the heart, encourages a positive outlook, and improves self-worth. There you go. Good morning, good morning. Oh, what is the commotion? Good thing I checked. Frank just came over. My dad's friend. My mom just left with Janice. Frank just showed up. He's just standing at the door. Finn's barking. I'm like, the door was open. I was like, it was unlocked. He's like, I know. Since when do you like knock on the door? I don't know. It's funny. He does knock. Not so many people knock though. My house isn't like that. You know what I mean? Like, I remember growing up like that. When Janice walks in, she'll knock as she's walking in. I'm here. Hello. You know. I don't think I really knock either. Unless it's like when it's someone I know. You know what I mean? So, but he would have been standing at the door if I didn't go and open it for him. And I didn't hear my dad say like, "Yo, Minga, I didn't even hear you." So I don't know what he's doing. Well, Frank will have to sit up there by himself for a little while. He'll be okay. Oh my god. It's so weird sitting with jeans on again. It's so weird. How are you guys? You bleached yours? I've never bleached mine. Doesn't that wreck your hair? I feel like ever since the chemical burn I had, I probably should have put something in it. I feel like that even like damaged my hair and dried it out. Yeah, people. It's so weird when somebody knocks at the door. So we were gonna take the blue out, but I was like, no, like, because then you'd have to like strip my hair. So I'm like, my hair, that last chemical burn did some damage. So I'll keep the blue for like a week. I don't shower every day. You know what I mean? I shower like every other day. And then that's when I wash my hair. Unless like I feel dirty or something, or I'll shower, but I won't wash my hair every single day, you know? So I guess if I wash it every day for 5 days straight, the blue would probably come out. I hate my hair without conditioner. Well, I don't hate my hair. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. It's just not friendly. Oh, I knew I had a knot or something. It's because I didn't put any conditioner in. That would drive me nuts if I don't grab it. I told myself I was just going to put in like a leave-in conditioner, and now I'm talking to you guys, so. I shaved under my arms today. I'm not even going to show you because I might have missed a patch. I haven't shaved in so long because of my back injury and stuff and being sick. It's like I looked under my armpits before I got in the shower today. I was like, holy shit. Not good. Oh. You don't shave my legs. Oh, I don't shave my legs in the winter either. I never have. Well, I can't say I never have. Maybe like once or twice if I'm going on vacation. I don't shave under my legs either. Under my legs. My legs. But you know what? My hair does not grow on my legs like that. I'm not shitting you. Like my legs don't get stubbly. Like if you look up close, up at my legs, you'll see hair. But I don't get stubblies. It stays like soft. So I really don't need to. And it's so blonde and light that you don't even notice it. So yeah, there's that. I just looked 1414. Didn't that come in last week in a video? Not much hair, but needed for warmth. I don't think it makes a difference, girlfriend. I don't think it does. I don't leave mine on for warmth. It's a project. I'm not that person. I'm not high maintenance. I don't have to like shave and be on top of it. Like legs, like I'm not. It's like, um, let me check. I think it's gonna snow tomorrow. It's 55 right now. It's gonna reach 64. And then Thursday, Friday, 36, 28. So I guess we're getting a lot of snow on Friday, which sucks ass. Forget why I'm working. But I know I'm working until 6. So that sucks. And that's gonna be a shitty commute. Yeah, it's gonna be 64 today. I know Mother Nature is like fucking with New England. It's like a record high. We always have shit like this that goes down in New England, you know? Yeah. Let me see Boston. Boston's getting, it's 57 now, but it will get 64. Boston usually doesn't get as warm as we do, but they're getting the same as us. It's actually warmer in Boston tomorrow. We're getting 28 and they're getting at 34. That's strange. Must be just the way it's coming in. And a private getaway. Mm-hmm. Oh, I watched a spider watch me take a shower today. It was like the type of spider. I think they're the pinchers. Like they pinch instead of bite, where they get the long front legs. Ugh. It's like I'm not big on spiders, but he just was like chilling at the top of the corner of the shower, and I'm like, motherfucker, if you jump, you're dying. Not because I'll kill you. I'll probably shut the water off and try to save it as it's like gasping for air, you know. But I was like, I'm not fucking with you. Not fucking with you. I usually just grab a bug or a spider or anything with toilet paper and then I throw it outside. My dad the other day was like, fucking pick up your toilet paper. There's so many throughout the winter from sticking out like stink bugs and mice. I have a little pile of like toilet paper that's like all wet, like the size of a fucking mountain. He's like, can't you just fucking kill them? I'm like, no. He's like, well, then you get a trash barrel or something. I'm like, all right. Like, you're not even out there. I'm the one that grows in the winter anyway. So, I'll pick it up when it gets nicer. Do I wear earrings? Not as much as I used to. I used to wear earrings all the time, like hoops. I love my hoops. I love my hoops. Girls bought me some for Christmas too. Do you remember the time I started? Every time I put earrings on YouTube, the left one would fall out. And I think since then I've been like, what the fuck? My left, I think it was my left and my right would always fall out. Strangest thing. Do you guys remember that? Any of you? I mean, there's only 40 of you watching, but I don't know if any of you like remember those days where that weird shit like that would happen all the time. My left earring would always come out by the end of the reading. I want to say it was my left. You remember? Yeah. Strange. So there was no backings. It would just be the ones I pushed in. And we purposely did it for like a month straight to see if it would keep happening. And it did. And finally I was like, all right, fuck this. I want to say it was my left. No, I'm not working today. I got to set an alarm. I have my Reiki healing today. And I forget what else we're doing. I am using the tuning fork. I've never used the tuning fork. Have any of you guys used the tuning fork? I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, you've used it. Been my first time working with that. Oh, good. Good, 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 good. And I forget what else I'm doing. I don't remember what else. Something healing. Something healing. It's just woman. Like I know healers need healers, but I almost worked for her last year and I decided not to. So she'll still touch base with me here and there. So I reached out. I'm like, hey, you doing any Reiki, this and that? And she's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. She's got the coolest machines. She was from the city, her and her husband's. And I forget the name of the machine, but it reads your aura. Um, it's insane. Not too many people even own this machine. It's so expensive. And they just had enough of the city life and they wanted country life. So she's down here. She did, but she has a lot of people like come in and do like readings and stuff like that. And I'm just, I don't want to, I don't want to do that like that. I just don't. Um, Let me see if I can find the name of the machine she uses. In a private getaway, baby, come on with me. Like her and her husband each have like their own thing. I think he's the one that's more into that. She's more into like flowers, working with flowers and herbs. um, fair rates. Let's see. There's gotta be. They do a lot of cool things. We just want to find the name of the machine. Quantum wellness. Oh, you know what I think I'm doing? Something with my mediums. Meridians. I always think of the highway. Meet us, events, shop. Fucking website's so huge. Healing spa, nutrition, zen, training, aura photos, Teo of Sleep Institute. They do so many things. Quantum aura imaging, aura chakra photography, 3D aura. I don't know the name of the machine though. I remember the first time I went there, I put my hand in there and it read my aura. I'm like, that's fucking cool. I remember like, can we do that again? She's like, no, that was just like $400. I was like, oh, okay. She didn't charge me, but every time you use the machine. Top-notch latest human energy and aura imaging. Number 1, limited on the East Coast. So I still don't know the name of the machine. But how does the aura, what does your aura say? Like it tracks all this stuff. Like that's when I put my hand in, it like did all that stuff. It was really cool. I think even 10 minutes in there, it's like $400. And it reads you like cards would. You know what I mean? Like the right side picture of the left hand is the aura. It includes the expressive, the masculine side. Holes indicate great and abrupt change. It's like so many things. It's pretty cool. A biosensor measures skin temperature, electrodermal activity, electrical energy, biofeedback data. It's a lot of that. So it's pretty cool. Um, they're more of like the husband itself is more of like a the science part of it. You know what I mean? And she does like all the other stuff. So I'm sure I'll be stuck there for a while yapping. Anyway, I'm excited. It's the first time I've let another healer come near me. So pretty picky about that shit, you know? So yeah, so there's that. I don't know. You guys know names of it? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. All I know if it's like going in for a CAT scan. Or it's like in a tunnel thing. That's a fucking whatever. Anywhoosie. She probably convinced me to do something. Oh, did you guys see how I posted the thing on my community page with the letter M on your hand? I ran into she was a palm reader, and I wasn't going in for like a reading or anything. I forget what we were talking about. And she's like, "Oh, I just started, I think, YouTube." And she's like, "Oh, you work with cards or whatnot?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm new at it, da 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 da." And she looked at my hands and she's just like, I forget exactly what she said, but I have the M's. I have the M's on my hand, on both of them. It's pretty cool. So, and I do feel that way. Like when it comes to like everything like it was explaining, and especially like certain parts of my life right now, like can't be fooled, can't be lied to, and it's like it's just even more frustrating when other people think they can still get away with the same shit they've been trying to do it to protect themselves, or whatever, and it's just a nuisance and annoying on my end. Is I don't know. We got one fucking life, guys. You know what? One life. Well, we probably have a shit ton of lives, but I just want to live my life with people around me that are honest and just want the same thing out of life. I mean, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, I know it's like I want to work with transits, but then the more I want to do the transits, I still get pulled to working with like the planets, right? But I work with karma, so I feel like I don't know, guys. I'm just so tired of. I know it sounds shitty, but the experience we all went through for those who have been here with me for 4 years, but like the OGs, it's like I don't want to teach the same shit like over. Like it's exhausting. It's draining, and it's like where I am now is more like empowering, and I just don't know how to quite use that tool yet. I mean, I do, but like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like this stuff. I can't repeat the same thing every couple years for people. It's like I know it sounds shitty, and I'm a healer, so I just gotta find another way to like do it. I don't fucking. And that's why when somebody the other day asked me, and I got some emails, "You're gonna come live, Sheldon? For realsies, you gonna wake up? Are you really waking up? The fuck? When I'm on YouTube, huh?" Hey, buddy. Forget what I was saying. I'm gonna have to get him some fresh water. I'm gonna have to grab him some fresh water because his ass is about to wake up. Hey, Pumpkin. Hi. How's my baby? Hi. You waking up? What are you gonna do? I knew he was gonna start. Oh, fucking my back. I knew he was gonna start waking up more because spring's around the corner. Alright, if you're coming out, I gotta shut your light off. Just looking for the other one of this. Alright, pumpkin butt. Looks like he's getting up. Oh yeah, I was talking about, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's gonna go live or whatever. And then it's like, well, I work with karma, so you're not gonna get readings that are all like fucking rainbows and Skittles, you know? So, so I gotta figure out how to I don't know. I don't know. You don't necessarily have to teach to heal when you're a healer. It doesn't really work that way. You know what I mean? Morning, baby cakes. How you been? When's Mia coming back? She was actually going to leave last night, and they decided to leave today instead. So she leaves tonight. So after my appointments and stuff, I got to drop her off by 5 at the latest. I should be back in time because my appointment starts at 1:30. So they're leaving at 5:36, and they're gonna drive through. Fucking give me anxiety. I was like, what the fuck? I'm about to back out. Him and his mom are gonna drive through and take turns. So he's sleeping all day. He stayed up all night, and he was planning on going to bed at 5 o'clock today, or like 6 o'clock today. And he'll wake up like around 4. He's done it plenty of times. Still makes me nervous, you know, because at night, like it's less cars, it's less traffic. But when you got other people sleeping in the car, you know, he probably likes it because for him it's peace and quiet. But I just feel like you can get distracted, or if you get tired, you can be around. I'm just trying not to let all my fears kick in, you know. So he's going to drive about 14, 16 hours straight between him and his mom, and they're going to stop in Savannah, Georgia, which is awesome. I'm so jealous, for the day, and they're going to spend the night in Savannah and like recoup and stuff, and then Friday they'll finish the drive and go to Florida, which is probably like only like 4 hours. But I'm like so fucking jealous that Mia's going to Savannah before me. I really am. It's like, the fuck? Even my mom's like, "We're gonna stop in Savannah. Like, we've never done it before because dad's always like, it's so expensive and blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, the fuck, you assholes, right now. Like, how is that a thing? You know? I gotta, I gotta check on, I gotta grab him in a second, make sure he's not too cold. Hi, Pumpkin. Welcome back, Budsky. Mama missed you. I'm so excited. He got up Sunday for us, right? So now he was only under for 4 days. Oh, I don't know if I need to give him a bath. Buddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You've never done that. What are you doing? I know you're blind right now because you've been sleeping. It takes them days to get their vision back. I know, you got a fuzz. It's just, oh, baby, I'm sorry. It's just mama. It's just mama. Come on. They're blind the first couple days, so I don't know if he thought it was food. All right, you're not freezing. It's just mama. It's just mama. I know I had to get the fuzzy off of you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Thank you. Water. Yeah, he doesn't. He'll be all right. I don't need to give him a bath right now. He'll be all right. He's not freezing as if he's just been hibernating for a month. He's so cute when he drinks. I'll leave him there for a second so you guys can. They stick their head right in and drink through their nostrils too. He's so cute. Am I able to zoom in on this computer? I think you can. I just don't know how. I don't want to go hitting buttons either. What the fuck button is that? I scared him. I took the fun away, Sheldon, didn't I? Mama had to get it. So their vision is, it's just like a newborn baby after they wake up after so many days, you know. Takes a few days for their eyes to focus again. Drink some water. I'm sorry. I know I'm an asshole. Okay, not gonna do anything. I'll ignore you then. I'll let you do your thing. um, when I had him out on Sunday, he wanted to get out of like his little pool, the enclosure, so bad because he's barely summer and spring. He's barely in there. He just walks around and chills with the cats. And my mom's like, she's starting to love him a lot, so he'll chill upstairs. You know, he chills upstairs with my mom in the summer a lot. I think it's because there's like a sunlight in the roof. So I was gonna let everybody watch you drink water. But I think he was going to climb over his water to try to get out. I'm glad he's starting to wake up on his own. It's like he must know when the camera's on him. You know when the camera's on you? Huh? He'll walk right to these little things because those come down. I cut the pool so that way he goes in and out. Yeah, see, I think he wants out. He wanted that on Sunday too, but he'll walk right there and he'll just wait for me to like open it. They're so smart. He knows I'm looking at him and talking about him. All right. No more spotlight on you, Sheldon. I'm sorry. Apparently, he wants his personal space. So, I wanted to use the Thor. I called it the Thor cards. I don't know. They're not up here. Oh, you know what cards I want to use? You know what's crazy? These are the cards I started Raw Love with. And I was pulled to them last night when I was in bed, which I thought was strange. Because I typically, I was pulled to these. Remember these? So I'll read with these today. And I was like, wow, that's weird. I can't remember the last time I was pulled to this deck. Years. Oh, so where I'm going today too, she always has the coolest cards, but she only has like maybe like 5 or 6 decks. She'll pick them up like when she's out and about. These are like decks you can't find on like Amazon and shit. So she'll pick up a couple of each deck. So I'm like fucking stoked about that. I know my next adventure doesn't really require cards, but I don't ever think I'll stop using cards. You know what I mean? I know I'll be on YouTube. And I thought about doing the couple counseling thing and my videos. It wouldn't make sense for me not to do that. But that's like not long term. That's like, you know what I mean? It's not long term. It's one of those things, in Costa Rica. It's one of those things where you'd be in the works for like 6 months for a year and then do like the videos and sell them and that type of stuff and try to help that way. I know Spirit still wants me to write a book, but I just feel like that's a lot of work, and I know that seems shitty. I'm definitely gonna make cards, but I know my work involves travel. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it, as if I'm gonna break it down into like a series, like seasons. I'll figure it out. I know you're staring at Mama. I know. You just don't know what would you like me to do with you because you can't get out and walk. I let him for like 10 minutes, and I shouldn't have, but I did let him for like 10 minutes in the living room with Caden. He was bumping into shit, and I'm like, can't really get hurt, guys. He's got a shell, but now you got another fuzz that I see. Oh, you're not gonna like me right now. He reminds me of a frog. I've never seen him do this. Can you guys see his? Oh, it's like he knows when I fucking put the camera on him. Can you guys see his throat? I've never seen him do that. Oh, he was just really puffing it out. I've never seen him do that. I don't know what he was doing there, puffing out his chest. He's waking up horny too. And I hate to say it like that. Like I know I can say it like differently, but like his masculinity every time he wakes up like is stronger. So good thing they don't like spray and shit like cats do. But I know right around this age for a couple years they can be very territorial and very like throw you an attitude. And if other tortoises around, they would like overpower them. You know what I mean? Because they want that control. So I think he was just showing like his manly side to me or something. I don't know what the fuck he was doing there. It reminded me of like when a bird puffs up when it sees like a female bird and it wants to mate with the bird. That's like the vibe I totally just picked up from him. What he was puffing out his throat like a frog would do. I'm gonna Google that. I don't know if it's a bird thing. What does it mean when a frog puffs out the bottom of its jaw? I mean, he was showing me something. The glands produce poisonous secretion that helps the toad defend itself against predators. Yeah, so I do feel like it was one of those things, like he was like guarding, like he was showing me like he was the man or something. It was strange. The sac expands into a bubble-like shape to make a frog's voice louder, and they use it to call in their females. So he just did that, and I've never seen him do that. I didn't know turtles do that. And I hate calling him a turtle because he's a tortoise. I'm gonna put tortoise in there and see if that's a thing. Oh, there goes my dad with music. What does it mean when a tortoise puffs? No, that's not it. I can't really find it. Tortoise behavior. Yeah, see, if your male tortoise is headbanging, biting, being aggressive, it's marking its territory in defense of other males, but it doesn't mention what he just did with his throat. It's almost like he knows when the camera's on him. It's the fucking craziest thing. Kai was like that too. But that was different. I can't tell if Kai was like a spiritual animal, you know, and I know all animals are, but I don't want Sheldon to be. Not like that. Like I don't want him to absorb the energy like Kai did. You know what I mean? Which I'm sure he does. Spirit's telling me he does, but I don't know. Spirit's kind of telling me to go see what music my dad's playing, so that might be a sign for you. I'm not going all the way up, but I'll open the door. What are you listening to? Roy Orbison? I knew it sounded familiar. Huh? Yeah? Oh. Yeah, I knew it sounded familiar, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Oh, what is it called? Oh, it's Pretty Woman? It's just the beginning of Pretty Woman? Yeah, I know, but it's like Pretty Woman walking down the street. This is a long beginning to it. Oh, they're live. Mm. Do you see how strangely I get my messages? How we're talking about Sheldon being territorial and stuff, and you know what song's on when Spirit called me to like go see what song was on? Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison, and who else did he say was with him? It was like a live concert. I forget who he said the other one was. But we were just talking about him being territorial for females, and the name of the song is Pretty Woman. I am letting him do. It's not Pink Floyd that was with him. It was fuck. Who would he say? But I'm like, is it Pretty Woman walking down the street? Because it was a live concert, so it's like all the acoustics. I forget who he said was with him. So, I don't know if that's really Max. I don't know if that's Spirit telling me he wants a mate, because tortoises don't typically. They don't need company like that. And I don't think this would be the age to get him a female friend. Because I've considered, Max, I know I love you. I've considered, getting him another one. But he doesn't need it. So I don't know if that song is for you guys, because you know how I channel through music too. But I knew he was just doing that thing like the bird does in the frog, and it's to attract a woman. And of course, the song is Pretty Woman. So again, I don't know if somebody's admiring you. Bruce Springsteen? No, it wasn't him. I don't know if if that's a message like someone's admiring you. I think it's like always looking at me like I'm a pretty woman. I don't know what the fuck kind of tortoise are you. But I wonder if that's kind of Spirit. Like maybe you should get him a mate. But I feel like Spirit's telling me yes, but I guess it's much easier to breed tortoises than cats. They're not as noisy. But I don't want to get him a female friend if he's starting with that aggression. I know that's what it is. I've seen it, and it's very discreet. But he was literally he's doing it again. He's staring right at me and doing it. And typically, when You have a leopard tortoise. He's a leopard tortoise, and they're domesticated. They don't hibernate. They don't do stuff like that. They don't need to. Everything I'm researching, it's very slim that they do. Well, yeah, he's breathing, but that's it's different. But he's very like in tune with nature, and I'm just letting him do his thing. I did end up talking to a vet that works with him, and she's like, "You can let him do his thing." She's like, "I've never, she works with all sorts of exotic animals, and she works for like she'll help out the zoo once in a while, and she's like, they really don't do that. So it's she's like, it's cool. She's like, but he vibes with nature. He's like, most domestic leopard tortoises, they do not do that. So it's cool. He's vibing with the vibes of Earth. You know what I mean? So, well, yeah, of course he's breathing, but it's like because it pulled me to a frog and a bird, and that's what they do when they want to find a mate. And then Spirit pulled me to check out the song. Bruce Springsteen? No, someone said Bruce Springsteen. It's Roy Orbison, and it's not Pink Floyd. It's the one that did the video with the guitars, and all the women were in black. It was very elusive. And I've mentioned this through music with you guys before. Or maybe, is it Roy Orbison that sings that song? I don't think so. It's a fucking iconic video. I'm going to Google it. No, I got sunglasses on. A video where all the women are in black and they got sunglasses on, 70s. Okay, well, that pulled me to a glasses thing. Let me try YouTube. A video when the women are all in black and they're wearing black shades. Nope. A music video where all the women are dressed in black dresses and they got sunglasses on. It's like a black and white video. It's iconic. I know if I went upstairs and asked my dad, he would know. I can't find it. Addicted to Love, Robert Palmer. Thank you. That's it. I'm addicted. But he didn't actually say Robert Palmer. But that's who I'm thinking of. So yeah. But it's the same era. He didn't say Pink Floyd. I knew who the other guy was. The fact that I'm still thinking about it makes me feel like it's a message for you, but I'm not going upstairs again. I'm going to run to the bathroom and then we'll use those cards. Hi, buddy. I don't want to breed turtles. I don't want to breed turtles. No. He's fixated with me right now. He's so stinking cute. I'm cracking you up today. Well, I know he's getting like aggressive, but not aggressive like that, but I can feel it. I can feel the masculinity coming out in him each time he wakes up. And I think he's only 4. Right? He's 4? Is he 4? I got him. Me and Danny have been split for like 5 years. And I got him for Caden the first Christmas after me and Danny split. You fucking 4 or 5, you little fucker. What are you? I feel like he's winking at me. He's 4. it could be for his birthday's right around now. I'd have to call the pet store because he almost wasn't able to come home for Christmas because he was still too small. And the only reason he was just off by like a centimeter. The only reason why the owners of the pet store gave him to me is because I was going to that pet store off and on for 15 years. Um, I always was bringing the kids in and grabbing something for Roxy and Lucy, you know. Um, an expensive gift. So I bought him I think 4 months prior because they're like, "Oh, they'll be ready around Christmas." And Caden really wanted one. And I always ended up getting the kids animals like what they wanted, you know? Like some of my kids were like guinea pigs. Mia was guinea pigs. Lana was like sugar gliders. Jade loved rats. Um, and all her rats were hairless. They were fucking adorable. She still has Harold was her first rat's name. She still has something from him, like not a body part, but she kept something of Harold's. I'm gonna have to text her because now I'm curious. I was talking about Harold on YouTube, and remember you kept something of his? What was it? I actually want to say it was a turd, a rat poop. I'm not gonna lie. And she still has it. That's the crazy thing. It like fossilized. Because we were just talking about it a couple months ago. But anywho, I was figuring out his age. So if he was ready for December, he was probably like September, October, November, December. He's probably like September baby. Something's telling me Pisces though, but this is Pisces season. So he's like August or September. I'd have to call the pet store. They have his records. He's either September or October. He's something like that. He's one of those. I gotta pee. So he's 4. I remember he was no bigger than the palm of my hand. It's crazy. A triple in size. But I didn't go with the big ones. He'll eventually be Caden's, but he'll be mine for a very long time. Caden will not get him until he's settled and possibly has children. And that is the only time he will get Sheldon. And he wants him. Like, there's no question, you know. He'll still come in and talk to him. I'll catch him, like, talking to him. I'm like, you're so fucking cute. And he thinks, like, I'm not listening. And he's always like, you feed Sheldon, Sheldon's light on. And I'm like, we go through this routine. It's routine. I wake up, it's like grabbing your coffee. First thing I do is stumble through the dock to turn his light on. All right, now it's the bathroom. Yeah, I think she kept a piece of his poop. So apparently it fossilized. She got back to me. Poop, I think. I think it is too. Took me a minute. That's weird, right? That it stayed. It's crazy. I can't even tell you how many rats I've held in my hands while they die. And hamsters and gerbils. And I cry each time. My kids aren't going to do it. Kai was the longest one I held. That took about 6 hours. That was tough. I was like, buddy, you gotta go. That was tough. But yep, I even cry with the rats in my hands. It's life, you know? It's tough. I gotta pee. Don't want that one. I guess maybe that one. I I'm gonna have to getting chilly. I'm gonna have to pee again. I didn't even pee. I sat there and I was like pee 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 pee, and I couldn't pee. And I know I don't have a UTI. And then I was like, all right, get off the fucking toilet. So I can't start the reading yet. That's weird. I need glasses. Got glasses on. I need socks. Oh yeah, it was like a bathroom thought. The energy with the 22222. No, 5. I think the portal is open for about 5 5 days. I know a lot of people think it's like just that day. I need glasses. Oh my god, I say it again. I need my I need socks. Why do I keep saying glasses? Does somebody need glasses? That's weird. My back is cold because my hair was wet. Um, so the the twos. Um, I know it's like one day, right? We won't experience that again. We got to experience the ones, the 111 1 1, even though it was like a two. But you get what I'm saying, like January 1st, 2011. Um, but it comes up as, 2, 22, 22. Um, but there's actually six twos, um, with the highest vibrational number in between, which is a zero. A lot of people like that's the highest vibing number. It really is. Um, so the portal's open for about 5 or 6 days. So I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that in case everyone thought it was one day. It was just crazy. I can't even think. There's so much in my head right now. It was just crazy at the hospital yesterday because um, just so many traumas and then births of babies. But it's the energy's crazy. So I don't know if like the hospital is like full moon energy, right? But like, so I'm stat. So if you stat in the hospital, you got all the traumas, you got cold blues, you got all the codes, and you have labor and delivery and certain floors, certain units. Um, and so many women in there were coming in um, with their babies in C-sections and things. And I guess I didn't put it together, like two. Like I knew it was like coming up and stuff, but like I really didn't like put it together. And he's stretching so cute. And I don't think the doctors really put put it into like perspective, like they didn't take accountability of like all the other emergencies or all the other people that will happen to just go into labor, especially around voids and days where like full moons. A lot of babies are born around full moons, right? It's the energy. It gets mama going. And they just didn't take accountability for it, and it was just kind of disappointing because all these people had like scheduled C-sections and I was going in room after room. I mean, it was completely full. And with scheduled C-sections and scheduled inducing, like if they didn't happen to like go in beforehand, if they didn't go into labor on their own beforehand, and some people were like, oh, it's only a couple days off of like two, 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 two. So the doctor was like, probably at that point, all right, that's cool, yeah. So I don't think they took accountability for the people that were actually going to go into fucking labor naturally. Or if there was an emergency and, they were needed because, of a car accident and the baby needs to be delivered. So it was a fucking shit show. And I think on the news it said something about like the most weddings, like the biggest weddings that it actually has been for any day in I think like 100 years or something. Like a massive wedding day. Like so people that were planning these weddings and all this years in advance or a year in advance thought about this day. To me, it's just a day. We have like And I know, I mean, I work with voids, I work with dead people, so to me, it's a day. It's yes, it's cool, so cool, but it wasn't like 4th of July or like I was pumped up or I thought ahead of time, you know? And I was laying in bed and I know a lot of people think like, "Oh yeah, cool, like cool day and da 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 da." But like to me, it's like they're like, never again in history will you experience in your lifetime or your kid's lifetime experience synchronicities like that again. And it's like, well, for like a day per se. But you know what? Like none of us will ever experience February 21st, 2022 again either, you know? So, you know, I just was like, I can't believe that many people put that much thought into it. And that guy in the hospital, like a lot of the guys and stuff who are like, yeah, it's cool. I heard on the radio like the biggest thing for like weddings because two symbolize like partnership. And of course I'm spiritual and I work with numerology, so I know the meanings of like the synchronicities. And I was like, oh, you're so cute. Like clueless. But it is about partnerships, twos and lots of other things. But partnerships, whether it's love, business, friendship, partnerships. So but I just feel like I was just kind of disappointed because they didn't really take in the accountability of people who go into labor naturally or, you know? So I was like, what the fuck? It was just chaos. Lots of strokes yesterday. It's just, it's very overwhelming to be part of the traumas. It's just, it's just chaos, you know? It's a lot. There's like 30 of us as a team. We all come running, and it's all the nurses, all the, anesthesiologists and the cardiologists. Every department plays a role. And everyone stands outside and, we have to like push by everybody and just, they could be putting things on them and, doing CPR or whatever. And they're trying to figure out, do we call it? Do we not? And in the meantime, I'm stuck in the midst drawing labs, you know, because once they call it, you don't typically do labs. And if you do, it's usually within like 10 minutes, but you typically don't even wait that long because the blood work will kind of show a lot of things, whether they call it or not, they want it. So it's just so overwhelming, guys. I had just missed one of the babies being born. I walked into the room, her legs were like wide open, blood everywhere, and the placenta was being born. I'm like, oh, so fucking cool. So it was a lot. He's drinking his water. So it was a lot for me. Didn't really figure out how to like unwind from that. And then I just thought to myself, like with a lot of other chaos, which is a much bigger conversation, but like, don't even want to be there anymore. you know? It's a lot. It's just the stuff I see and I experience. I literally had a conversation in my head for like an entire hour last night in bed. Being a phlebotomist is a great thing to do before you like go into like nursing. And someone once said that when I first started, an outpatient. Um, and I remember her telling somebody, she's like, I know it doesn't make much sense, but man, it does because you get to see different departments and different stuff and learn different stuff. And there's this new girl that was like training. I mean, there's so much to this conversation, but when I imagined when I was younger, if I was to ever be a nurse, it would definitely be labor and delivery. Like, there's no question. Um, But I imagine like Little House on the Prairie and the Call of the Midwives and things like that where it's more hands on and you're really caring. And one of the interns, she had like a breakdown. I just happened to be there. Look at his head submerged underwater. And I just happened to be there. And isn't that so cool how tortoises drink? Hydrate, buddy bear. Hydrate. She just started like nursing. And she's like, I didn't, and I talked to her for almost like a half hour. Like it was the craziest thing. And then I saw her again at lunch, and the way she broke shit down, I just, what we imagine when we want to go into like nursing. And mind you, I'm not discrediting nurses or doctors. Everybody in a hospital plays such an important staff, and some people look at people as like the little totem pole, and then you got the big totem pole of a hospital. And from custodial work and maintenance and the people in the kitchen, and it's like everybody plays such a crucial part within the hospital, which is the way it should be when you work with organizations and stuff, right? But she's like, it's not what I imagined, because the department she's in is like is chaos. So you have you have CNAs, you have LNAs, you have nurses assistants. And we all look at nurses where it's like more hands-on, and I'm not discrediting them, or you guys trust me. But I'm thinking in my head, where do you get lost in this world, this society? Because no one ever says to themselves, say you're the charge nurse, because she was having issues with like the charge nurse and stuff. So say for instance you're a charge nurse, like in order to be even an administrative and work with health and certain stuff, that department, you need to be a registered nurse, right? So she's like, where do you say in your career you go from pushing paper and babysitting all the other nurses and then having meetings with doctors? She's like, nowhere ever, like in school or certain stuff, like you imagine that being like a career. You would either go into business or administrations, you know what I mean? But like these departments where you have these charge nurses and the head honchos of like certain hospitals, where do you get that lost, that you forget why you went into nursing? Because it's money. You didn't get into nursing to push papers and to be in charge of all the other nurses, because at that point you're too busy pushing papers and babysitting everybody else and staying on top of the doctors. You don't even have time to be a fucking nurse. And you get there because the money's good. So you lose track of why you even went into what you went into, because you're now moving up the fucking rank within the hospital. So this girl was like starting to like really notice certain stuff. And I was like, yeah, she's like, it's just sad. I'm like, it is sad. Depending on what department, nurses these days, and you guys are amazing, not discrediting you. This is a conversation I had with somebody. You're administrating medicine. Your nurses assistants and the LNAs, everybody else is doing the dirty work and taking care of the patient, which I think we all get into nursing thinking we're taking care of the patient. These days and age, depending on your department, you're not taking care of the patient. It's no longer your job. Half of these patients and their families, they're talking to the flebs to find out why these tests are being done. Okay. They're talking to the LNAs that are bathing their relative and giving them sponge baths. Their nurses aren't doing that. See what I'm saying? So She was just putting things into perspective where she's like, maybe I should go work for like a pediatrician's office or, transfusions where it's more one on one and you get to actually spend time with the patient and get to know the patient. Because technically, when you want to be a nurse, you want to be a nurse because you want to help, because we get these code reds and the nurses can only do so much before you're hands off. Legally, you're hands off. Back in the day, you weren't hands off. You were doing all that until the doctor arrived. So it's different. You know what I'm saying? And she's just like realizing, she's like, and she literally said, like, where is it a nurse gets lost? That they want to work their way up into the hospital like that, where they're pushing papers and they're charge nurses. They're not even nursing at this point. And it's not even really educating. That's like a whole nother field. You're basically babysitting, doing the dirty work at this point from the doctors and staying on top of all the other nurses. And in certain departments, these nurses are not even happy. And the only thing they're doing is, going into the system because it's so overwhelming for them and they have all this extra help. But then you have all this extra help then coming to the nurses to ask this, 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 and this, that it's stressful, you know? So, I mean, I'm so thankful for nurses and doctors and everybody that plays a role in the hospital, but she's right. Like, depending on what department you're working in, you're not a nurse anymore. You lose track within this society and within a corporate within the corporation. It's so crazy, and I'm so happy for her that she noticed this because now she can really focus on the type of nursing she really like wants to do before she gets in too deep. You know what I mean? So it is good, and it's ironic throughout the company are the flubs that work in the hospital. A majority of them, besides the ones that have been there for a long time in the hospital itself, not outpatient, um, they they are training throughout the years doing phlebotomy to be a nurse, and it's perfect because you get to see different departments. You get to see this. Now you know what like the tests are about and what type of medication because they're hanging from the IVs. You know what I mean? So it's great, but it's just I get what she's saying. She's like, I just remember this woman and she was so happy in doing this. And now she's basically babysitting because she's the charge nurse and she's not happy. Everybody's stressed out. Nurses aren't really doing what I think they originally thought they were going to do because there's laws and there's this. So I think she's going to go into like more of like the pediatric field, like maybe it's like a doctor's office or something, where she can do more and be more. And because she knows a lot of these people too. She's older. She's actually worked within the hospital for a long time, but a different department. And the department she got stuck training on, you know. Um, it's different in the hospital being an essential care worker. Yeah, there's no question. But the nurses aren't doing what they originally signed up to do, what they thought they were doing. So it's gonna be disappointing and stressful as fuck. It's like half these nurses, like in certain departments, like they don't even want to come to fucking work anymore. They're not nursing. They're administrating medicine, and their job is like so important. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to be like, don't ever go work in a hospital if you go into nursing school. I don't, you don't know who's watching. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like a huge wake up call for her that she could see that far ahead and see how it works, the chain works. You know what I'm saying? Very fucking smart girl. Before she gets stuck in like the whole corporate world of that, And she's right. Where do you get that lost that you want to go in to help? And next thing you know, you're a charge nurse and you're basically babysitting and you're pushing paperwork, administration work, and you're getting paid a hell of a lot of money to do it. And you're staying on top of the doctors. It's fucking stressful. The only reason why they're doing it is because they're banking fucking money. So money basically took over your dream at this point. Like this woman was fucking smart. Like she came at me and the way she was explaining shit with so many different aspects. And I think hasn't been able to talk to anybody like that could actually relate or understand what she was actually feeling and going through. It was a lot yesterday. It was a lot, you know. And she's like, I'm so glad like I ran into you and I was able to like talk to somebody and somebody understood what I was trying to say, you know? She's like, I've known this woman she just took this job and she's like, and because she's older, and she's like, I just watched them all over the years just get sucked into money. I was like, yep. I got a lot of nurses around me too, like my mom's friends, certain stuff within the family. And it takes them a while before they see it, but eventually they do. And, a lot of them do end up at like OBGYNs or, cancer, patients or um, pediatrician's office because you do lose track of why not everybody. And it really depends on what department you're in, you know? I think the ones that get to play a bigger role is probably like labor and delivery, certain things like that. Um, but so yesterday was like a lot from traumas to births. You know, I think me and her having that conversation was like a blessing for her. Like it really was. It was just random too. I just happened to come around the corner and she was there and I caught her at lunch and so she was really thankful to just finding somebody that she could fucking relate to and I could understand what she was saying because she tries to talk to other people about it and they look at her like she has 10 heads and they can't relate and because they're so caught up, you know? And she's like I just sit back and I'm putting in paperwork and all we do is, do and order blood work and order this and making sure, we're administrating the drugs, which is extremely important, measurements and certain stuff and looking at the doctor's orders and you got to make sure, doctors make errors. So you have to know what you're doing. So trust me, I'm not like dishonoring nursing at all. Um, but it's just not what I think you originally signed up for, you know? It is that essential role, and you're so still essential without you guys, you know what I mean? But I get what she was saying, and I see it all the time, you know? So it's just very disappointing for her to watch back and realize, like you do a lot, but you could be doing a lot more and actually nurse the way you want to nurse. I guess it depends on how you look at nursing. I look at nursing as a caregiver, one on one. Nurses are not one on one in a hospital. You have everybody under the totem pole doing shit for you that are being discredited because they don't have an RN license certificate. And I get what she's saying, it's bullshit because they're basically doing the nurses' jobs because the nurses are so fucking overwhelmed. Get what I'm saying? So please, I promise you, I'm not discrediting nurses, but I can see it myself. And then when I saw somebody else, like really that was deep into it, like She's like, I gotta get out. Not too many people can get into that and look at every little perspective and little totem pole to big totem pole. She's been watching it for months. So I think like for me and her interacting was a blessing, you know? And I know I have nurses on here, so I'm not discrediting you at all. I know it sounds shitty, but I mean it's true. What she's saying is true, and what I've already witnessed is true. It's the little people that make the difference sometimes in a hospital. It's fucking crazy. They're feeding your loved one. They're holding your loved one's hands. They're bathing them. They're changing them. They're conversating with them. Nurses in a hospital are administering medicine. They don't get to do what they signed up to fucking do. It's sad. And then the ones that move up in the corporate line and work with administration and work with like teaching and paperwork and medicine, it's fucking great money. But where do you get that loss from A to fucking B that you forget what you signed up for and now you're stressed out and fucking miserable. You're making good money, but you're not doing what you went in to fucking do. I just don't know how. It's just sad. And it's probably like that at all hospitals, unfortunately. You don't even get to do what you signed up to fucking do. And I met one nurse. She was amazing. She just came from the South. You should have heard her accent. She's fucking great. I was talking to her in her room. I was in there to draw labs, and I was like, I know I can't pull from the IV. Like, I know I can't take from the pick, but this woman was like 92. She had syphilis in her mouth, or they thought she had syphilis in the mouth, but she didn't have syphilis. It was awful. So she pulled from the pick from me. She's like, shh. I'm like, I know. Because it's a no-no. You're not supposed to do it, you know? But she cared. That's the point I'm trying to make. She cared about a fucking patient enough not to put her through that and try to draw her. And she's frail, you know? So she tries to nurse. Like she doesn't want to take on, 20 different patients where they can't get attention. Because at that point, they're not getting attention. They're overwhelmed. I can hit the nurses button because somebody wants medication and they're like struggling or they need to go to the bathroom, and legally we can't help or touch. It's fucking tough to watch. It takes a while for them to get in there. It's frustrating for the loved ones to watch. So it takes a whole nother person to be a nurse in a hospital. But again, it depends on the department. Some departments you get to be more hands-on. You know what I mean? You really get to know your patients and take care of them. So again, I'm not discrediting you guys at all. It's just you're really not doing what you signed up to do, and you're stressed out as fuck. And at that point, it's all about the money, and that can't feel good at the end of the day. I don't know how that feels good at the end of the day when you went in wanting to play such a bigger role. And now you look at where you're at. You're not fucking happy. You're no longer hands-on. You're no longer doing what you signed up for. It's sad. Sad. But thank you for being nurses. It's hard. It's hard work. It's a lot of work. It's overwhelming. So, again, it was so nice to have a conversation with somebody like that was really starting to be like, I can't end up like these charge nurses. I can't end up like, I just can't. And I was like, good for you for really seeing that, I can see it. I've seen it for a while now being in the hospital. And now I'm like, everyone's just fucking miserable. Like, I don't even want to be there anymore. You don't even get to do what you signed up to fucking do anymore. Oh, I got this one hair that grows on my chin. It's long. I have this one friend that always plucks it. I just felt it. Anywho, let's do our reading. Oh, 11:11. Nurse practitioners. Yeah, they're big. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's like I really see what she's saying. I know it sounds so shitty to me to be like nurses, all they're doing is administrating fucking medicine. But it's literally what they all they can fucking do now. They don't have time. You know what I mean? It's all the little men on the totem pole that's taking care of your fucking family. It's just it's not the same anymore. So, and again, like if you're younger and you're going through school and you want to do nursing, absolutely hands on. Maybe this conversation helped you, or maybe you want to climb up in the corporate, and maybe that's what you're all about. Maybe you just got to find the right hospital for you. See what I'm saying? But I guarantee some of the departments I work on, they're stressed out going to fucking work. From the minute they walk through the door to the minute they leave, fucking stressful. It's not what they signed up for. It's just not. And person's yeah, it's like, yeah, it's crazy. Paperwork should not be part of healthcare, but it is. You know? And I almost didn't want to have this conversation with you guys because it sounds like I'm discrediting nurses. And honest to God, bottom of my heart, I'm not. I'm not. I know it sounds like I am, but it's the reality of the situation at the hospital I fucking work at. I see it. All the little men on the fucking totem pole are the ones that are caring for your family. It's fucking nuts, and they don't get fucking credit for it. I walk into patients' room all the time that they're dying, and you have, I forget the name of them. They're not the nurses' assistants or the LNEs. You don't even need an education for it. You know what I mean? You sit there and you babysit and you hold their hands. Those are the ones taking care of your family members. You're lucky if you get the doctor to come in once a day to talk to the family member. And they only do it these days in this particular hospital because it's part of their job. And I'm not discrediting doctors either. I've seen some great doctors that will sit and take the time to explain, and then I've seen other doctors where their bedside manner is just rotten. Rotten. I think public school teachers are kind of in the same predicament in the sense they get lost in what they actually became a teacher for. Possibly. I can't speak on their end because I can speak on this end of what I'm talking about because of this particular hospital and because of my experience. And I know that's sure as fuck what they signed up for. And I feel like an asshole because it sounds like I'm discrediting them, and I'm not. But there's so many ones that want to be charge nurses and doing this and being head of the department. It's not what the fuck you signed up for. At this point, you got there because the money was good. And then at some point in your life, when you're in your 40s and your 50s and you sit back and you're like, what the fuck? How did I get that lost? I mean, she was really upset for her friends, even in administration, that they get so swept away. You want to work in corporate? Go work in fucking corporate. These people that get sucked into those positions within the hospital, being a nurse, a registered nurse, you're not you're not really happy getting there. And in the same exact day, I saw a whole bunch of like charge they all have meetings, so I saw them all in the elevator and they all look at me and I've seen them here and there, but they just happen to be all together and she's like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the money. It was just like Spirit was showing me so many things. I don't know if they're trying to push me out of the fucking hospital because I can't even tell you how many times yesterday I said I don't even want to be here anymore. Like the way I now look at it, and these women were just like on the phone all day with hospitals after hospitals and products and dealing with HP and dealing with, defibrillators and it's the whole other end of it. You know what I mean? And you need to be an RN to like get to like where they are within the hospital. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, when I get sick, I don't even want to think about that. That was awful, you know? But that was the emergency room. But these are the basic floors, where we're taking care of your family. And I got to see so many different ends of the spectrum yesterday. Like Spirit put it right in front of my face. Like, you really think these people are happy because they bank $140,000-$50,000 a year doing that? 200,000 a year doing, half those women and men get so accustomed to making that type of income that you're spending that type of income and you're still struggling to get by because you lost your sense of fucking simplicity. Like Spirit put a lot of things in front of me yesterday, and it is sad that they're no longer doing the work. But I get why they're at where they're at now, because why be put in that position? If you're going to be put in that position to not really do what you were meant to do, what you thought you were signing up for, you might as well fucking move up the corporate ladder. It's fucking sad. Honestly. My parents get old in certain things, home care. I'll pay for the fucking live-in nurse. I'll go through my savings and my fucking retirement. I'll figure it out. I won't have my family in nursing homes. And I'm not discrediting you guys. I know everyone has a life and they're busy. I get it. But it won't be me. I see all these people that are coming from nursing homes and their family only visit like here and there because technically they have everybody in the nursing home taking care of their family. It's a lot. I really don't want to be in the hospital anymore. Spirit don't want me there anymore either. They don't. I know they don't. I'm fortunate enough to be an outpatient enough where it's more hands-on, but I'm not happy with hours and certain stuff. I do like what I do, though. I do. I'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. But I'm just happen to be at the hospital a lot for the next 4 weeks because positions are being filled in and out, and you know what I mean? But the position I'm in when you're stat and dealing with traumas and certain stuff, it's a different role. I don't know how to explain it. It's not the normal role with like room to room. You're still going room to room, right? But it's different. You're more hands-on with the nurses and you get to know the nurses and the doctors and the teams. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And I just don't want to play. I don't want to play that role anymore. I know I'm good at it. I just don't want to play it. And it stresses me out and it's painful. And even walking down the hallway to an emergency and all those staff on call, just standing outside the room, waiting for each person to play their essential part. And you just got to make your way through it. And it's just, I can't deal with the energy. It's a lot for me to handle. It's a lot. And then knowing you get a trauma alert, never mind the trauma activations, car accident, 46-year-old Caucasian female, stick pole comes off a truck and stabs her in the chest, goes through her windshield, ETA, and then it's like for 8 minutes, you're sitting there stressing out. Is this woman going to make it to the hospital in time? I have 8 minutes to get to where I need to be. Like it's so what I do, I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but nurses and doctors, they have one unit. They have one department. I'm going to different departments, code blues, stroke activations, trauma activations, labor and delivery activations. Like, it's fucking insane. It's not like, okay, there's one trauma within the hospital and you're just dealing with this one trauma by somebody's bringing somebody by an ambulance with what I just had to witness in that comes on my pager and the rover. It's so much fucking more than that. And they're only dealing with that one when it's in their department. I'm dealing with every level and every department in the fucking hospital. The shit that we see, I'm getting aggravated talking about it because we do get looked at as the bottom of the totem pole, I think sometimes, or I can see how the woman is looking at it. Get what I'm saying? And everybody below, the doctors and the nurses, are the ones caring for your family, are the ones that are fucking the essential workers. We all are, so I could see her frustration. I'm getting frustrated because it just, I know in people's brains, it doesn't seem like it's that important, but we got to know exactly what tubes were taken from, what artery, what vein were taken from. Like, it's, and in the middle of chaos, I fucking can't. I'm not programmed to fucking do it anymore. And I'm not saying we're underappreciated. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not. I'm really honestly not. It's just, I don't know what I'm saying. It's just frustrating to see people go into what they wanted to go into because of what they wanted to do. They didn't get into nursing to move up the corporate ladder to make money. But yet here they are, forgetting about the real reason why they went into it. It's disturbing to see. And right there, why this person's dying, I have poles through their fucking chest, trying to work around the blood and work around the doctors and work around the specialists and work around the anesthesiologists and work around all these people to get fucking labs. I don't want any part of it anymore. So there's that. Here's my phone. I'm gonna set my alarm. I'll give it, I'll read for like an hour. I should probably leave around 1. I just got myself extremely irritated. People get that lost working their way up the corporate ladder. And they forget why they went into it. Sad. I'm looking at the fucking calendar. And my hospital's good, guys. You know what I mean? They don't look at us as like little fish. I mean, I was just trying to explain the story that the woman, this conversation I had with somebody, what like she was experiencing, but it's shit I already noticed. You know what I mean? The nurses and doctors are really, nurses are good to us. You know, they count on us to know certain stuff too, and the test and the timed things and what comes next. And if the doctor makes a mistake, you know, it's not really on the nurse. We pick up on it. It's kind of our responsibility, which is fucking crazy. So I'd really like to stick with outpatient. I mean, I told Mo the other day, I was like, because he worked in the hospital, guy does our scheduling. I'm like, Mo, fucking stop. Stop putting me on this position. Like, stop. Like, I don't want any part of it. Everybody needs to play that role, Courtney. I don't want to fucking do it anymore. I don't want to be stat. No more. Oh, it's crazy. I still have that from the reading. And it's still alive. I don't know if it's because I had the towel there. And I could still feel the aloe. Usually aloe, it doesn't want to stay in my hands. Usually aloe dries up. This is still alive. Strange. When did I come on last? Sunday, right? Sheldon woke up on Sunday. That's what you guys on Sunday. I don't know. He just laughs at me though. Everybody has to. Because I am on stat a lot. Because other people are training the other people that are taking over the position. So they're like focused on training. Well, I get stuck doing that. Luckily, I have Hannah in the hospital. She signs into the traumas with me because I'm like, please just be like backup. Like we have backups too, right? And then people work in like surgical daycare if we get called to that. But like typically when you're stat, you're the only one signed into stat, you know? So I appreciate Hannah for doing that for me because it's overwhelming, you know? So every time that pager goes off, my heart just fucking drops. You never know what you're looking at. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. Someone can come out of surgery good, and then 5 minutes later, the coding, like you don't know why, because everything's, you know, it's just, and those blood tests are the tests that tell you if there's clots, and it's just so crazy. So crazy to just be in the midst of that. It's just, I'm not trained to do that. Doctors are trained to watch people die all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my soul cannot handle it. Oh, man. Just the people in the hospital, like, it's like, I just don't understand. How do you get to the point you see what do you get to the point? You see so many fucking traumas and you're like, I'm used to it. How do you get so lost that you get used to that? Like, I can cry. How do you get that fucking lost in your career that you're used to it and you just do it? You really have people around you like that convincing you to work your way up the fucking chain? Like, it's fucking mind blowing. Money's that important to you? Okay. You forget about other priorities. You forget about family priorities. You forget about living. You forget about why you went into what you went into. I'm just like, it's so sickening. And you guys are so stressed out. It's just. I don't even know how my brain's functioning when I have days like that. I'm just so overwhelming. Really just, I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that anymore. So, for those who really are going into nursing, maybe that conversation was important because unfortunately you get swept away where you're not doing what it is you thought you were actually going to be doing. And it makes me sad. So, I got a new bracelet. There's so many benefits. So I'm cleansing it right now because these crystals, you put it near clear quartz or it will take the energy away because you really shouldn't use water. This one I got for so many different reasons, but I actually sent myself a link and I told myself to remove it for the reading. So there might be a message here for you. I typically wear stuff on the left side, but I was asking because it's for different, this is for different things, right? I was asking which side I should wear this particular one on with this particular stone with this bracelet. So if you wear it on your left wrist, it resonates with the crystal's energy, absorbs and focused healing energies throughout the body. If you're sleeping, you can be more receptive. You can, infuse your aura chakras energy. If you wear it on the right side, it releases toxins, negative energy, controls your energy, aligns your chakra, manifests different stuff. But it's so much more than that. I got this particular one because this one is connected. It's hemerite, but this one's connected to like the back in the root chakra. What was I gonna say? You don't ever want to wear this if you have a pacemaker though, because it's magnetic. What was it under, like the healing properties? Oh, health benefits. See, I don't know if it was that. It restores and strengthens, circulates blood supply, aiding blood conditions such as anemia, supports kidneys, generates tissue, stimulates absorption of irons and red blood cells. I got it because it's like it treats legs, cramps, anxiety, insomnia. That's not why I got it, but it's the legs, it's the nerve in the back of my legs that works with the nerves, right? But you got to be really careful when you wear this particular crystal. because there is side effects. But this one's really good for the back, all right, and the nerve system. It's a lot of people with blood conditions will wear this one a lot, but there's so many different ways to wear it, when you should wear it, how long to wear it. Like if you were to wear it on your fingers and your rings, like a lot of people will wear like crystals and they'll wear rings and it's like because they like the meaning of it. But if you actually knew where to wear it is extremely important too. But I got this one for my back and my nerves. But the amount of the extent that it actually goes into, but it's extremely it's magnetic. So if you have a pacemaker, you're not recommended for this particular stone. Anywho, I don't even know why I got into it. Oh yeah, because I was actually going to remove it because it's cleansing, but I actually left it on. So guess I'll just leave it there. Alrighty, Schneidys. Let's see what we get. I have not used this deck in a couple since my old apartment a couple years ago. My little raw loves, my little reggae days. I would still play reggae in the background if I could, but YouTube fucking flags everything these days. If it's not meditative music, and even if you go to play meditative music, I'm just gonna put a ring on. To go play meditative music, there's certain ones where you still get like flagged. You get so many flags, they kick you off for like 2 weeks because they're like, all right, you don't want to listen to me? All right. You know? So you gotta be careful. Where's my lighter? Okay. I don't know which one to do. Lavender, lemongrass, rosemary, peppermint, orange, or lemon. Lavender, calming effect to the body, mind, reducing anxiety. Lemongrass, quick recovery from anxiety, tension situations. Rosemary, calming effects of the body, mind, reduce anxiety. Peppermint reduces cortisol levels, hormones, body relief stress, severely stressed. Orange contains antidepressants, lifts mood, reduces pain, inflammation. Lemon has antidepressant effects, promotes relaxation and relieves nausea. All right, where's my pendulum? Lemongrass it is. Quicker recoveries from anxiety and tension-inducing situations. So, which one is lemongrass? Purple, orange, lemon, peppermint. Seriously, Spirit. I haven't used these yet. I actually purchased two of these. One for both for a friend, and one of them did not like the way they smelled, so he ended up giving it back to me. I was like, I'll absolutely take it back. There's just lighter purples, darker purples. All right. What am I working with here with lemongrass? Well, that's definitely lavender. These got to be orange or lemon. All right. Let's let Spirit pick out the lemongrass because I don't fucking know which one it is. I'm guessing. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going out to CVS doing an errand and oh, what's the other stuff you said you had for sleep?
Oh, it's in the bathroom.
I just want to look at it. I'm not gonna take it. I was gonna try to take a nap and I moved to CVS call. Nighttime sleep aid. Huh.
Yeah.
How much of this do you take?
It's like it's a capsule. It actually works really good. It's like a different type of melatonin, so it's still so it's not supposed to be addictive. There's no drugs in it. It's natural.
Okay.
Capsule.
All right. I'm out of here.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see when we get back. He's been having a hard time sleeping, and this bracelet's good for sleeping, this particular crystal, but it's mine and it's charging. So I was gonna buy him one. I feel like Spirit's going right to the lavender, which is really weird. Pick a pile. Okay, so it's gotta be one of these. It's gotta be one of these. I would think that would be peppermint because it's green, but I could be wrong. So maybe the lemongrass is, I don't know. These should really be separated. I mean, that would make sense that it's lavender. You think that would be peppermint, but it could be rosemary. And lemongrass would be like greenish, right? Fuck, man. They all smell the same to me right now because they're all in the same bag. think this is the lemon. I don't know if you would think that would be the orange. I'm just going to go with this one. I'm just going to go with this one. I think what I'm going to do is end up going to like one of my medical. Oh, actually, I'll probably grab some today with the healer. She probably has like different types of incense like this to light this. There's no way this had to have come with like a little piece of paper that said which was which. There had to have been. I just didn't end up getting it. Okay. I'm typically not an incense person like this. And do you put it in like that? Yeah, that was it. Okay. All right. Shake it up, baby, now. Is it coming out? Is it coming out? Why? Why is this even a thing right now? Apparently some of you guys need incense. All right, I'm going to try to pee again real quick because I couldn't before. Maybe I was just meant to come on and chat with you guys today. I don't even know if I did that right. You have like these little holes here, right? One here, one here. All right, so that went out. I don't think it sits on top, but fuck if I know, it might. Anybody know how to use these little cones? I thought it was adorable. When I bought this, I bought 2 for both of my friends because it's like they were healing ones for like, and Ash loves hers. But there's no way she's going to get back to me right now. She's working. So, do you know if it sits on top? I don't think so, because it's supposed to be like a little waterfall. I think my other friend that used it put it up top because I can like see it dripping, like the oils, but it's got a hole here and it's got a hole up there. I do see it, a little tiny stream of smoke coming out. Well, I think I'm seeing things. There's no way, Spirit. Where do you place the cones with the little Buddha fountains? Right here. Oh, it's sitting up top. Simply place the incense at the top of the waterfall and the smoke starts to flow in reverse direction to look like it's creating a smoky waterfall. Yeah, this is the one I got for them too. So I guess it is up top. Okay. And the funny thing is, this is like the exact one, and I wanted to buy myself one, and they only had 2 in stock. It was like right around Christmas, I think. So I'm not gonna lie, I was happy when he gave this back to me. Ashley loves hers. I just want to kind of get it burning before I start shuffling the cards. Oh, there we go. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. That's so cute. All right. Well, apparently you guys needed that because I really don't do incense like that, which is so cute. There you guys go. Certain ones mess with my throat, though. I'm like really picky. So we'll have to see. I actually really enjoy the smell of this. I don't know what it is yet, though. It's not hurting my throat. And Page of Wands, that might come back out. And I'm usually careful because like the animals in Sheldon, but I got the window open. All right, I feel like I'm getting ready. Current energy. Currently, we're either working with Mars, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Four Swords, resting. So this is good because this is healing. Page of Swords. So there's some healing here for sure. I'm like shaky. It's weird. I feel like, okay, so we have the Four Swords and the Page of Swords. Let me show you what I'm seeing. I haven't worked with these cards in a long time. So typically I don't look at the Four Swords as like really doing much. It's supposed to be healing and relaxing, meditating, right? I tend to look at it as like laziness sometimes. And then it's like somebody kind of like watching, and then Five of Cups, Three of Cups. So you go to the 3 to the 5. So there's a missed opportunity here. And I almost put the 3 in front of the 5, but it actually makes sense like this because I feel like I don't know who's resting here. I don't know if it's you or the other person. This is like watching, needing to communicate, not communicating. That's why I feel like it's two different energies. But the Five of Cups to the Three of Cups is like Five of Cups to the Three of Cups, it is like upset, crying, right? It's like and I only see 4 cups here. And this is the Five of Cups. Typically, it's the 3 cups is standing and the 2 are down. Oh no, that's 2 cups. Okay. So missed opportunity to me could be just too many people in the picture, or missed opportunity when it comes to your happiness. So this could also be saying that it's like a situation where needing to speak up but not speaking up, not doing anything, watching, stalking, lurking, sad, Five of Swords, Justice. Justice is definitely being served. Karma is being served. So I don't really look at that as healing. Could be, though. It's weird that I can't quite pick up on the vibe. To me, karma could be being served or waiting on, I don't know, it's really all over the place. Mother of Swords, well, Maiden of Swords, King of Swords underneath. Could be a child involved. Somebody could not be doing something because of a child. The Truth. I don't know if the truth is coming out of, truth came out, somebody's really upset. I do feel there's actually a child involved. I typically don't pick up on energy like that. I don't know if there's something going on with a child or something, if the child's being, I wouldn't say manipulated, but the Five of Swords was there. I don't know if they're using a child, that's very strange. It's very, it's like very covert energy. Two of Wands, Nine of Wands. I don't want to. Page of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. So tell me about this Page of Swords or child. It's Eight of Swords. Materialism. So there's something with money here. Trapped with money, trapped with, I don't know, child support. There's a new start here, though. With this Page of Pens, it's something new, being happy, being content, looking at it. It's starting new. To me, that's a child, too. This is like a princess. It's not even a queen. It just said, like, what's this combo? Five of Swords, Justice, Five of Pence. I wouldn't say laziness. Okay. Feeling trapped in a situation you're not really trapped in, but feeling stuck in a situation because of money. Arguing over money. Not getting the money you think you want or deserve. Justice is being served with justice being right here in the Four of Swords. Like, it's almost like I still can't figure out who that is though, which is strange. But justice is being served. Truth had to have come out regarding a situation. I don't know if somebody took a new opportunity or is about to take a new opportunity, because the Four of Cups is missing. Looking at a new opportunity, because there's a new opportunity coming in, but there's something going on with children or a child, and it's feeling stuck and restricted. And like when it's pulling me to kind of this deck, kind of sorta, where it's like your love life's being affected by children, which is like annoying to me because it's like it should never be like that. You got getting to know each other. Free yourself. So it's still kind of being trapped with, and especially free yourself, right? Love yourself first. So self-love. This could be the one. So there's heading towards a new situation, but trying to figure out how to get yourself out of this current situation. I'm not sure. I don't know if somebody's manipulating or trying to use a situation, trying to control a situation. Yeah. And it like could even have to do with children. I don't see money here like that, but there is. That's money. That's money. Materialism came out with the Eight of Swords, staying put in a situation. A lot of people would probably say staying trapped in a situation, right? But you're never really trapped. You're gonna free yourself. It's mental. But somebody feels trapped, or they trap themselves in a situation, or somebody else try to trap somebody in a situation regarding money. It's just saying money, money, money. Money matters. Money matters. I don't even know what money matters is. And I feel like I'm wasting too much time on this. Money matters. It's a retirement group. Mather group. Take the first steps, that online building. What exactly is money laundering? So there could be illegal dealings here with money. Something with money, fighting over money, arguing over money, greediness with money, being in a situation because of money. I don't know if somebody thought somebody was holding on to somebody or hoping for the best, and it ended up they realized that it really was about money. It's not about love. And it's pulling me to something I did months ago. I feel like more than that, where there was illegal money or there was an illegal dealing or somebody signed somebody's name illegally. Do you remember that reading I did? It came in off and on for a couple weeks. That's back on the board. So I don't know if the truth came out or someone's just seeing the truth of a situation. But this could be having to start fresh. I don't know. Nothing here is telling me you're planning for retirement. Obviously, people always work towards retirement, but Money Matters was it, a retirement group? Yeah, see, it's an independent wealth management firm. Investing money, independent management firm, helping high net individuals. So there's definitely, somebody makes really good money on the board with whatever situation this is, because materialism came out. So, because the song just came to me, money in the bank. Shorty, what you think about that? Driving in a gray Cadillac. So definitely fighting over money. But there's other people here too, right? Getting to know each other. This could be the one, but there's control issues, freeing yourself. This is you putting yourself in a situation. This is somebody that's doing nothing, arguing, battling. There's lonely. There's 3 cups. There's major change that needs to come in here. 555 is major change. It's not a typical change. It's major change, but it's regarding your own happiness. So it's like, I don't know if you're not being truthful with yourself or truthful with other people, if the truth actually came out. There's absolutely children here. I don't know if somebody's using the children against you. Cohusing, coherent, conversing, cahooting. I don't even know. Did I just say like 3 different words? Cahoosing? What? Definition of cahoosing? I can't even say it right there. Can't even. Someone's cahoosing you? I wouldn't even know how to use that. Cahoo. Conduct of business affairs, but making sure it's being done honestly and ethically. That someone's doing something illegally too. Because that's back on the board. So I don't know if they got caught yet or not. Cahoosing. How do you spell cahoosing? What does it mean when someone's cahoosing you? That's just confusing. My damn accent. Cahoosing? Am I even using the word right? What the fuck? How do you spell that word, guys? Now it says cursing. How do you spell cahoosing? I don't think I'm using it right. Cahoosing. Cahoosing. I know that's not how you spell it, but I'm hoping it will pick up on something. That's chasing. Okay. Maybe what the word I'm using is not even a word. Cohering. Is that how you spell cahoosing? CACOHERSING. To compel act, choice, agreeing. Abusers who coerce their victims into silence achieve force by threat or restraint or force by religion. So somebody, Jesus. So there's force. So we know we have force, we have control. So we have force, control, money, children / or child. We also have a soulmate. We have truth. We have sorrow. We have freeing oneself. We have cahoosing, compel, act, choice, agreeing, abuser, like abusing your power. We have victim. We have threat, restrain. So this is restraining too. Religion in the past and try to cahoose. There's no way I'm going to finish this in 15 minutes. There's a message here. Because I'm over here trying to be like, Spirit's being real vague here. Because I know there's children here, but I can't figure out what it is. All right, there's definitely money, materialism. We knew that. That's right there. I think that's like, they're like, star that. I did a money signal. Money's the main problem here. There's sorrow, there's manipulation, there's pettiness. Maiden of Swords, Queen of Swords can be threatening. I don't see a king out here yet, but this particular woman next to that is manipulation, which can break down to threats. So someone could be, I feel like there's a couple individuals here that are having a fucking power struggle. Competing. And the Five of Wands isn't even here. It's like they're competing. I don't know if you're competing to be the better parent. I don't know what's happening here, but it's fucking silliness. Whatever's happening on the board right here. So someone's cahoosing somebody, which is basically threatening somebody, either with money or children. So what was I going to do? Threatening with money or children. So that's the main message here. Someone clearly missed an opportunity. I keep getting money matters. So planning for retirement, saving for retirement could be a big issue here because there could be greed, because you have to have a lot of money in the bank to go into that type of association, because it's like an accountant, somebody handling your money, right? I do feel like there's fraud here. There's illegal dealings, because I feel like this should be reversed and just writing their money. So someone is doing something illegally. So I don't know if we have two people here. One's threatening with money, one's threatening with children. I do feel like the woman could be using the children as a tool, but also like threatening words. But there's money involved. Like, hey, like there's too many people in the picture. I don't know, too many people interrupting or something, right? There's got to be a soulmate or something here. This could be the one. You already met the romantic partner. You see, getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves. Something you connect, you get deeper, right? But you're still entangled in something here. And it's either an illegal dealing or it's something, but like, let go of control issues. Let this unfold naturally. So you do have two people that are trying to control a situation. There's not even a man on the board, but there is here. But I don't know if that's a child too, but I think that's like having to start from scratch, putting the effort in planting, grounding a new situation. It's like the truth needs to come out. Like the truth will set you free. So we have somebody here that's not speaking the truth. We have somebody that's been lying about a situation for a while now, and it's possibly about the depth of a connection. And I don't know if this is a mother, even though it's not a queen, but a mother that is being kind of immature about a situation. There's something with the legal dealings. Could be court. So maybe somebody who said, they weren't in it for the money, or they don't want money, but the tables turn. This is definitely a situation where the truth will set you free. It's almost like the truth came out with this combination, but in some cases, maybe not, because if you're still in the Five of Cups energy, you're not handling business. It's like, take control of your fucking life back. There's a feminine energy that's trying to restrict you. I don't know if she's threatening you, purposely arguing with you, using the kids against you, using money against you. One person might be more focused on finances and investments and, retirement. But then there's illegal dealings here. Because when I went to Money Matters, and then I was even looking up cahoosing, so it's like demanding. And then it talks about illegal matters too. So, or an accomplice. So I don't know if the these two people in a business or a partnership got themselves in some type of illegal dealing or did something, and one's an accomplice. I don't fucking know. It's craziness. I mean, I know that's the main situation here. And you notice how I grabbed a pen and a paper? Like, I don't do that. So this has to do with legal dealings, like putting it down on paper. Again, I don't know if somebody signed someone's name. There's something going. It's something very illegal. I don't think it's like an unjustified. There's definitely an unjustified situation, but I don't think this is like law of karma, like being unjustified, like no balance, like corruption. There's something corrupt. Like, so I don't know, and I don't know if the other one knows about it. The justice and the Eight of Swords sometimes can be jail, but to me, this is more of a mental imprisonment because of the sorrow. But as a reader, when all certain cards are out on the board, we know what certain meanings are. So somebody could be going to jail, but I don't think that the other person or the partner would even press charges, if that makes sense. But there's some illegal dealings here, and I don't see anybody hiding money. They could be investing and having other people invest their money in other places that could be hidden, I guess, to play it safe. It just made me think of Russia and stuff that's going on right now. So I don't know if, like, not Bitcoin, but like where you put your money somewhere and you can't trace it. I mean, eventually it can be traced by somebody at some point, but like, I know Bitcoin's like untraceable, but I don't know if that's somebody just playing it smart because they need to. But in all reality, it is illegal. Well, technically it's legal, but like, it's shady. You know what I'm saying? Because there's money here. There's money on the board if we're looking at Money Matters, and you know what I mean? So money is the main problem. And I'm going to say it's a problem because it's linked with sorrow, manipulation, pettiness, loss of money. And it's sitting next to justice. So there's always going to be some type of universal justice in a situation. But this is also legal dealings. So I think there's probably a woman here that, whether it doesn't seem like a threat or not, it is threatening energy. It's swords, right? So this is like using the children against you. Like, hey, if you go and it didn't mention religion too, which is, and the Hierophant was at the bottom of the deck, but this looks more like of a dealing, or there's a lesson or something. There's documents here. I mean, I never write things down, and there's, I don't know, I don't see a lawyer here because I would see other energy come out, but this is definitely feminine energy all over the fucking board trying to control a situation. But I also feel like you have a masculine here that's extremely controlling too, because I feel the Emperor vibe. Like, this is, I don't know if you held on or got coerced into like staying longer, or, you're so materialistic. You're so all about money that you couldn't see what was actually happening around you. So I don't know if somebody got caught, because I don't see any of this energy as victim. I think these are two people having a fucking power struggle, and there's children and money involved, and there's an illegal dealing too. But I think it's being done legally, but it's shady. I don't know. Somebody got caught. Something with the book. Somebody saw something and got caught. I'm telling you, someone got caught up. And if they didn't get caught up, they're going to. They had to have, because that came in months ago. Maybe somebody's just seeing that somebody really is in something for money. But how would you have not already have known that? Staying in an obligation out of money, because there's no love. But there's a soulmate here. But somebody needs to like free themselves, and the only way to do that would be legally. But there could be a loss of money, and somebody is definitely threatening another person with control. But this other energy is not weak either, because it is like major competition between the two of them. So I don't know if this is husband and wife or business partner. To me, it'd be more husband and wife, because there's definitely fucking children here. I almost want to say it's like, well, you clearly put yourself in this situation. This is two people that probably stayed in a legal marriage because of money. I wouldn't even say children, to be honest with you. And how ironic was it that we were just talking about the corporate world? So this is like repercussions too. I almost don't want to put the pencil down, but I feel like it shouldn't be a pencil. It should be a pen. It should be like ink. Like this, a pencil, you can erase it. You can get away with shit. It's not set in stone. So I don't know if that's trying to tell me somebody here is not serious enough, where it's like, put the fucking pencil down and grab fucking ink and put your fucking signature on it. Like, give up. You're only weighing yourself down. But this is a money situation, and the Ten of Wands are at the bottom of the deck, so the money is weighing at you. So I'm fucking, I don't know what's happening here. I think we have two people that are trying to both control a situation. And then there's a fucking soulmate there's somebody here. To me, you had to have missed an opportunity. Because this is free yourself. This is free yourself. Get yourself out of this fucking mental imprisonment. Like where's your fucking common sense? There's no fucking common sense here. Like, somebody is being way too practical and analytical about a situation. There's no fucking soul here. Where's your soul? This is like two heartless people, but apparently someone has a heart because there's sorrow. And then it's like, you already met your romantic partner that you seek, and as you reveal your innermost selves, your bond will deeper. So the main message here is that there's a soulmate that can feed your soul. This is love. This is not love. So somebody is still in a legal contract for money. I don't know if somebody thought it was for love and they're just realizing that it's been all about money. But I think the reason why there wasn't an official divorce or official ending of a business is because you agreed to stay in it because of fucking money. But I think somebody else really thought they were staying in it because there was children involved and they really loved somebody. But the woman they're dealing with is fucking cold and heartless. Like, nothing ever changes. But yet nothing's being done in this very moment either, which is extremely sad and disturbing, because somebody would rather stay miserable and manipulate and play games and stay stuck, or let somebody entrap them. This is like entrapment. And they're using the children, they're using money. And I think it's the woman that's doing it. But we have a masculine energy here that's extremely strong, that is like standing their grounds, but not because, not in a beneficial way, in a very egotistical way. So you got frickin' frack that are arguing, and it's insane. And then there's a soulmate. I don't even know what to say. It's like, this should be like the main situation. Love. This should be the main situation. But this is the main situation, and that's a problem. Because nobody here is doing what needs to be done to get out of it. You got two very controlling people, and nobody here wants to back down. It's sickening. And love should always come first. Love and money are the two most important, not most important, but the two most powerful things on this universe. And you definitely didn't come into this world to be materialistic. Okay. It could provide so you can pay your bills, but it will never feed your soul. And money can destroy organs, and stress kills, right? Love. I'm a big believer. If you're truly happy and in love, your vibration rises like you wouldn't believe. Money comes towards you. Opportunities come towards you. Like, it's the positive thinking and not letting, society hold you back. It really is how shit works. But not in this case. Married for money. Could have married for love, or you got married because of kids, or you got married probably because of money and kids, and wanted to make sure the kids were provided for. in case something happened to you. So somebody had to have something legally linked to the other person so the children would get it. It's marrying for the wrong reasons. I mean, I get why you would marry for that case so that your kids would be like the beneficiary of a situation, but just like fuck, man, like this is a shit show. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know why this is being presented to me. But if you ask me, some type of legal lawyer or somebody needs to be involved here. And not just regarding your fucking retirement. There could be laundering. I already said that. But I feel like somebody's doing it legally even though it's illegal. But I also feel like there's a woman that did something extremely illegal when it came to money. It's like she's hiding money, hoarding money, taking money, letting somebody pay for everything. I think she's struggling for money. And she's using children and money. This is entrapment. And entrapment is illegal. Entrapment with money. Somebody's like trapping somebody. Yeah, threatening, same thing. Egotism promotes costly entrapment. Like the outcome here is not going to be good because it's like luring luring in, cahoosing, same thing. Entrapment is a complete defense. It's a criminal charge. So somebody is doing something illegal, but I don't think that person wants to press charges because somebody can go to jail here. There's no question that somebody can go to jail. I just don't think somebody is going to actually press charges. Does that make sense? Or if somebody was to get caught, they can go to jail. I don't think this energy got caught doing something illegal. I know there's a feminine here that did something illegal. I don't think she got caught. Or she's just a sneaky fucking bitch. I'm telling you. Or she's just a greedy bitch. I think the man's probably doing something illegal. And he's playing with fire right now. I don't think he's got caught though, and he's probably has a company doing it for him. But the company gonna get caught. I don't know if your name's you can get caught. You think you can't get caught, but Jesus. I mean, this has to be a big deal because if it pulled me to Russia and Ukraine, it pulled me to certain things like that's going on worldly now. Like this is to the point where like it's corruption. I don't know if it's the company you're investing your money. Fuck, man. Fuck if I know. But I feel like something can backfire on you. Even if you were doing it to protect your own assets because you're dealing with somebody shady and you know there's a divorce coming or the end of some type of business contract, it's not good. If you don't even get caught legally, the universal law of karma is here. And if this is a marriage or a partnership, I'm not going to say 50-50, but I will say everybody gets what they deserve at the end. You put yourself in a situation legally for money. And it could have been to benefit the children, but somewhere down the road, it got out of hand and you didn't get out of this when you should have. You could have already took yourself out of this. You knew you should have took yourself out of this, but you stayed in it because you trusted somebody, and now you're realizing that that loyalty does not lie with you anymore. That somebody else's loyalty. Now I feel like you got two people that are more loyal to fucking money than they even are with children at the end of the day. And that's so fucking crazy to say, but this is what this argument is about. This is arguing over money. And there is absolutely illegal dealings going on. Like, I'm just like, but I do feel like at the same time, this person is doing it where they're fucking smart, like, so they can't get caught. But if this reading is coming in like this, someone's gonna get caught up. It's gonna backfire. And you're gonna end up losing more money than if you would have just did it legally. So if you're hiding money, you're better off investing it in a legal way than in a way that makes you look shady. Because if somebody's on top of it, like if you have a private eye or a PI, there could be a woman here that has a PI and you don't even know. Or the vice versa. Somebody watching you, investigating. Because this is like an investigation and you don't even fucking see it because you're too wrapped up in money. I think somebody has somebody watching something. It could just be the Money Mathers. It could just be like a corporation. But I'm telling you, like, I do almost feel like either the woman or the man has somebody else watching them. And I don't know if it's so they can get more money out of a situation when something legally goes down. And they've been doing it in a shady way. So be careful because I think somebody has a private investigator. In some cases, and others, no. But they could be using their children to investigate or friends. I don't know. I don't even want to get into it like that because that's a message for somebody. Heads up. Heads up because somebody is after your money. And I think somebody lost an opportunity to have something pure. You would have had the best of both worlds, money and love. And somebody missed that opportunity. There's a soulmate here that's going to be gifted money. It's almost like your karma. This person might even end up with more money than you when it's said and done at the end of the day or in 2 years from now. But you won't have a shot at that then because you let the opportunity go. You held on for money when you could have made more money with a soulmate. But you can't even make money with this soulmate because you're legally in a contract with somebody else, and the two of you, it boils down to money. That contract boils down to money. I don't know if he's going to ask you to hold on to money, but that wouldn't be a gift. You know what I'm saying? Unless he writes it off as if it was a gift or a donation. But is it to really help, or is it to benefit him? Or is this somebody coming at you saying, I'm going to gift you this because you can gift up to so much money before you got to pay taxes on it. There's something here that's shady as shit. And I don't know if they're trying to give it to you as if it's a gift, or if they're saying, hey, hold on to my money. You could have a friend that's saying, hey, hold on to my money for me. And if that friend agrees, then so be it. If it's beneficial for you and you agree on it, that's one thing. Okay? especially if you know they're dealing with a shady man or a shady woman. But be careful because there's universal law here. So if someone's doing it to be greedy, then that can backfire on the soulmate too. Jesus, there's a lot going down here. There's some type of new investment too, and it could even involve a friend. Doesn't have to be a lover. But I feel like you already missed that opportunity because the 4 is not here. You know what I'm saying? You already missed an opportunity because you stayed in a situation that there's no love. And there's arguing and there's bickering and there's manipulation and there's control issues and there's power struggles between mother and father or business partners. And there definitely was an opportunity missed with a friend or a lover, a soulmate, strong connection. So I don't know if this energy asks you to hold on to money. And if you're doing it as a friend, again, and it's legal, and you know there's manipulation, then that's one thing. I'm not going to lie, I would probably help a friend out like that if I knew that the other person, the ex or the business partner, was all about money. I would probably do that for a friend too. But with the 5 of Swords and stuff being here, I don't know if there's a friend that's trying to manipulate you as if like, hey, I'm going to gift you this so you can start something new. And there's like, to them, it's an investment. So they'll eventually get their money back at some point. So they're not really doing it for love. They're still thinking money comes first. And therefore it's fucked up because they're not really doing it to help somebody. So that can backfire. Somebody, if they were to get caught, could actually go to jail. Or it's minor and they're not going to press charges. I think this woman signed something and still hasn't gotten caught. So be careful with whatever this opportunity is regarding a soulmate or a friend because it's coming in. And they're still in some type of legal contract or legal battle with a wife, husband, or a business partner. It's fucking clear as day on my board. This is entrapment all day. They're threatening each other. This is all about money. There's no love. It's fucking sickening. There's children involved. You already had opportunities to get out. Now you're so deep into it that you might actually lose money. And the universe is like, let this person lose money. You were the idiot that stayed in a situation for money when you had the opportunity for love and money. I don't know if there's a partner here that materialism, right, makes a lot more money and you stayed in it because it was more stable and it felt safer. You fucked up big time because you chose money over love. And the law is now going to get involved, and the universal law is now going to get involved. Not a good fucking scenario playing out on my board. And if there's not a private investigator here, they're using the children, the neighborhood. This almost reminds me of when me and Danny back in the day lived in a shitty neighborhood, but he grew up in this town, so there's loyalty. You don't have to worry about your house getting broken into, and you can live near the fucking crackheads and the drug dealers. Like, the neighborhood is loyal. You don't have to worry about it. This is what that reminds me of. Because I remember, like, it was new for me to be in that situation. It was like the only apartment available. It was actually a really nice apartment because the person that lived there before was like a drug dealer. It was a beautiful fucking apartment. I know it sounds crazy, but it was like one of the worst streets in the city. But Danny knew everybody. He grew up there. And I think me and Danny just split up, and I knew he was talking to another girl. And I can't even tell you, within 24 hours, I had children running up to me, neighbors, certain neighbors, girlfriends, not the boys, but the girlfriends, being like, "You're so and so, your husband, your boyfriend, your kids, baby daddy, yada yada, was with so and so. She had really long hair. It was curly. It was red. I mean, Mingya." Yeah, it's like having 24-hour fucking security when you live in a bad neighborhood sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I just got so overwhelmed with the situation I was in, with like the swearing and the stepping out in like glass because the night before, I was like, I can't do it. I know it's loyal. I'm not worried about anybody bothering us, but it's not how I want my children to be raised. And that's when we moved out of the neighborhood. But I wasn't worried about crime, believe it or not. You were safe living on the rough streets and where I was. And that's what that reminds me of for some reason. It's like neighborhood watch. You know what I mean? So if it's not actually a private eye, I don't know if there's a woman here that's asking her children to ride by your house, or asking children's friends to look out the fucking window. And it's like somebody doesn't see what's going on. Like somebody does not see what's going on because they're so wrapped up in money and power struggles. Because somebody's been manipulating a situation regarding money and just greed. They feel like they got ghosted. They feel like they got left out of a situation. It's fucking petty as fuck. It boils down to money. And shit's about to go down. So some of you better either get a lawyer or a private investigator or Mother Mathers, or like something. Because somebody is about to come after your money or something, and they're about to use different angles that you didn't think it's a woman that's creating drama and turmoil, and she's going to use the children and money against you, and the threats aren't really working. It was keeping you there. It's entrapment. But I think the masculine here, the dad, whoever it is just as fucking power crazy. And it's like you don't even realize what you missed out on. It's extremely unfortunate. Unless this person turns around and ends up choosing this with this. I feel like someone needs to expose the truth. Like the truth hasn't been exposed to her. Someone needs to face themselves in the fucking mirror and stand up to a woman, but this energy doesn't want to deal with confrontation from this woman. So instead of telling the truth, fucking shit is gonna get ugly. You're gonna lose money that way. It's like, take the loss, because it shows me profit and loss. Take the loss, cut a check, and start new. Because stress kills. Ego kills. Control kills. And you're left in this mode. That there's no one's vibing high in this situation. But yet you got a woman here that's still sitting fucking pretty and feels entitled. I feel like the expression that just came to me is you created your own monster. So there's husband and wife or business partner, and you're both fucking monsters. You created your own fucking monster. So I don't know if they're going to come to this soulmate or this friend. I don't know if they're going to come to this soulmate or this friend, but there's somebody here to help them, but somebody needs to take action. So again, I don't know if they're going to come to this soulmate or the friend and ask you to, I wouldn't say hide money, but like if this has to do with money and taxes and legal affairs, I don't know if they act like, okay, I'm going to invest money in this situation, but it's really to benefit them. It's not really to benefit the soulmate. It's to benefit where they invest their money. So it could be a warning for you guys too. Or it could be something that's extremely authentic and maybe you do want to go into business with somebody, but I wouldn't go into business with nobody until there's a fucking legal contract that's up. And I'm telling you, like, you have a woman here that feels fucking entitled. She feels entitled. She's using money against you, children against you, lies against you, and you're just fucking sitting here. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're going to let your ego and your power struggles. If you have children, I feel bad for your fucking children. No children are being nurtured. Oh, what? If you die, they get a hunk of your money? Who gives a fuck? Because I guarantee, I'm telling you right now, your children, if you were to die, are much better off knowing that you loved them to death. That they came first. And this is not that situation. This is money comes first. Sad. I know even if I had a shit boat full of money, if I was to ever die, my kids would know and feel that loss because of the love that I gave and showed and nurtured. And you got two parents here that are not nurturing children. They're working in some kind of corporate fucking law, corporate field, and careers are fucking more important. Money is more important. You got freaking frack that are extremely materialistic. And you got one woman that says she doesn't give a fuck about the money, but now somebody's realizing she gives a lot of fucks about the money. And it's because it's a revengeful energy because somebody else was in the fucking picture. So at some point, somebody hands down had the opportunity to take themselves out of this situation clearly, and they didn't. They chose money. So there might be a big fucking loss here. Yep. Hands down, all fucking day, somebody is regretting how something is now playing out. And that's the way it goes. I hate to be a fucking asshole, but that's the way it goes. I don't know if I'll end up continuing this or not. I don't feel like I need to. This is it. This is your read. Now there's a lot of fucking regret because of the way you chose to play something out, because you chose money over love, because you chose power and egotism and materialistic shit over love. These are the consequences that husband and wife are both facing freaking frack during their fucking power struggles right now. Because you had the opportunity to get out, probably at least 3 times, because I just looked at the 3 of Cups. So A, when you separated, you could have got out. 2, when somebody else came into somebody else's fucking life. 3, when you realized this was, first of all, that should be number 1, when you realized you were in something for fucking money anyway. So you probably had multiple opportunities and epiphanies and realizations that you should have been out of this situation already. So you had multiple ample opportunities to take yourself out of this situation. You saw it fucking clearly, and you still chose materialism over love. And this is your consequence. You are now regretting the decisions that you have made, and it is going to be a financial loss, and it is a loss when it comes to what your soul craves and wants, but you chose to let materialism feed you. You didn't feed your soul, and you're not feeding your soul in a happy way. And now there's a lot of regret on how something played out. And I don't feel bad for anybody on the board here. I don't. You both knew better. And now, frickin' Frack will pay the consequences of the 2 of you in this fucking power struggle. The 2 of you are extremely competitive with each other. It's so unhealthy. It's an unfortunate situation, but you're still sitting in it. And the consequences are playing out. It looks like there's still an opportunity with this soulmate to do something right. There has to be. I don't know why that would be. But maybe this is one of your karmic lessons that you lost. Well, we know it's a soulmate. Okay, you lost out on a situation of a lifetime, a romantic partner of a lifetime. The person you know was meant to be your person. You know, you can either take action or you can sit in this destructive fucking cycle that frickin' Frack have fucking created. Or you can take yourself out of it. I just don't even understand how you would let a soulmate, you and a soulmate, get to this point. Well, I do. Because you chose money. So, for some reason, I don't know if you have to pay the consequences of regret and she or he is going to meet somebody new, or if spirit and universal law is giving you an opportunity, because maybe some of you are just seeing it now for the first time. I don't know, but fuck, there's no way you didn't see this. So there's just too many people on the board that are lying to themselves about fucking life. Yeah, so it's like, these are my spirituals. You got blessings and new opportunities with work or love. This person, it's like they might just have to fucking pay the consequences here. You're going to have free will. So this person's going to come back. And for some of them, it's too late. And for others of them, you know, you might be able to work it out. Your soul will tell you how to make that decision. If you choose to work it out, Put the effort in, work it out. If it's too late, your soul will tell you it's too late because the other energy is just can't be bothered. There's no reason to be like, there's seriously no reason here to be like, I don't want the past back and yada, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Then fine, fucking move forward. That's fine too. But you could be making a mistake and letting other things interrupt you because of what they went through and what you went through. And you don't know, this could be your future partner that looked like there was a fucking proposal there. You could be missing out on something too if somebody wants to come back and put the effort in. I don't know. I don't want to defend fucking Dumb and Dumber, but you never know at the end of the day what's meant for you. And when two people come together that have really learned lessons and can really be independent and strong and grow together, life changes. So it looks like there's going to be an opportunity. It looks like somebody probably will come back. Because I don't know when, at some point, because free will, the soulmate now has free will. So that's telling me that there's a masculine or feminine that is going to come back to you and they are feeling a lot of regret. They made the wrong decisions. And I guess it just depends on how everything gets presented or how you go about it or what your soul tells you, what your gut tells you. You're my spirituals. You'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. You know what the right thing to do is. But I gotta go see my healer. I'm super excited. So I that's the way it is. I don't know what else to say. But I love you guys and I might be back later. Bye guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.